Harriet Tubman was a former slave who was born in the state of Maryland in the 1820s.
During the years of Harriet Tubman's life, the state of Maryland allowed slavery.
Slavery was a terrible system because it allowed people to own others as property. They were sold and bought by other slave owners, at times separating them from their families.
Harriet was born into slavery, meaning her parents were both slaves and were owned by what they called masters.
Growing up being beaten and unfairly mistreated, Harriet Tubman knew she had to escape.
Harriet Tubman got the word that she was going to be sold to a different slave owner that night in 1849. Harriet Tubman would escape north to the city of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was a state where slavery was not allowed.
Harriet Tubman's birth name was Aramonte Ross, but after escaping slavery, she would change her name to Harriet in honor of her mother.
Once a free person, Harriet Tubman knew she couldn't just live the rest of her life knowing there were still thousands of slaves back in the fields where she once lived. And 1 year later, she would go back to Maryland to help others escape too.
Harriet Tubman decided to be a conductor in the Underground Railroads and help other slaves escape.
The Underground Railroad was made up by men and women who would help blacks escape slavery. This was dangerous and very illegal. Harriet Tubman was risking her life and risking being captured and put back into slavery. Throughout her life and following the North Star at night, Harriet Tubman will go on and free 300 slaves.
She had the nickname Female Moses for her ability to lead people to freedom.
After freeing over 300 slaves, Harriet would continue to fight for rights, not only for African Americans, but for women as well, stating that women should have the right to vote.
During the Civil War, which was a war between the northern and the southern states, Harriet Tubman served as a nurse to help injured soldiers who helped fight for the freedom of slaves.
An interesting fact about Harriet Tubman: she was on the South's most wanted list.
Southern states slave owners put up $40,000 for the capture of Harriet Tubman to stop her from freeing more slaves.
Harriet Tubman died in 1913, just 7 years before women had the right to vote.
Today, Harriet Tubman is honored with museums, monuments, and statues. It is even said that Harriet Tubman will be featured in a $20 bill.
What do you admire most about Harriet Tubman?
Her courage and her determination to help others.
Definitely her willingness and passion for human equality.
I admire the fact that she was a woman and that tough times made her even tougher to handle those situations.
Why is it important to remember Harriet Tubman's legacy?
Because she prioritized helping free the slaves and left an imprint in human history forever. We must continue to remember her brave acts.
It is important to remember her legacy because
It can serve as a constant reminder
that in order to be a great leader
that you need to know the way
and lead the way.
If you could describe Harriet Tubman in one word, what would that be?
Courageous.
Courageous.
Brave.
Brave.
Fearless.
fearless,
Valiant.
determined,
Determined.
Determined.
Heroic.
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 If you had a message for Harriet Tubman, what would it be?
Thank you, Harriet Tubman, for showing bravery in tough times and not giving up despite very difficult challenges.
Thank you.